Should you buy Cult of the Lamb in 2025? With new expansions, gameplay tweaks and an ever-growing cult of players, it's either better than ever or starting to lose its charm. So today you'll know exactly whether you should buy, you should skip or you should wait for a sale. And with all the DLC, you might have to rethink your choice. The story of Cult of the Lamb follows a young lamb who is resurrected by a mysterious deity and tasked with building a cult to spread their influence. As the leader of the cult, you gather followers, defeat some powerful enemies and uncover the secrets of the world. The narrative blends dark humor with a quirky charm. And as you progress in the game, new story elements and more lore are revealed, immersing you in the world and keeping players engaged. And the deeper you go, the more dark secrets you uncover. Cult of the Lamb has continued to evolve in 2025 with major updates that bring fresh content and mechanics to the game. Since the start, the developers have introduced new relics, enemy types and additional dungeon areas, making the runs more unique. Also, a highly requested hardcore mode has been added, giving the veteran players a more punishing experience, with permadeath options and stronger adversaries. And on the cult management side, the new cult customization tools allow for more personalization. It includes more follower traits, rituals and base building. You can even make bebe, so you can get a little bit swifty in the bedroom and finish this task as soon as possible. Additionally, there's also rumors of a new upcoming DLC. It will maybe even feature a rival cult. So, with these updates, Cult of the Lamb continues to grow beyond its original release. It offers both new and returning players plenty of reasons to dive back in. The world of Cult of the Lamb has only grown richer in 2025, with new lore drops and hidden secrets that expand on the game's eerie yet charming mythology. The recent updates have introduced some cryptic NPCs, each offering vague yet intriguing hints about the true nature of the old gods and the lamb's place in the grander scheme. Players have also discovered new secret endings, some tied to hidden rituals or choices that weren't previously available. And additionally, the environmental storytelling elements such as ancient ruins, mysterious carvings and new follower interactions really add layers of depth to the game's world building. It seriously rewards you if you seek out its darker mysteries. And the game has continued to evolve and refine its mechanics and adding fresh layers to the gameplay. One of the biggest improvements comes in the form of the expanded customization. With the updates, players have now more control of the cult's rituals, doctrines, and even the daily lives of their followers. The combat has also been fine-tuned, with new enemy types that force you to adapt to their strategies. The weapon variety has also been expanded, and some recent updates have even adjusted the attack speed and the damage balancing to create more smooth and satisfying combat experience. Meanwhile, the resource gathering and base building have been streamlined, making it easier to maintain a thriving cult without feeling bogged down by micromanagement. One of its biggest strengths has always been its addictive blend of roguelike dungeon crawling and the cult management. New randomized events, additional follower traits and expanded post-game challenges make it fresh and adds a layer of unpredictability. So it doesn't feel as repetitive as some other roguelikes in my opinion. They added some new bosses too and a difficulty setting that cater to both the casual and the hardcore players. So it's safe to say that Cult of the Lamb has seen some noticeable performance improvements over time. Many of the bugs and technical hiccups that plagued the earlier versions have been eliminated. There were some frame rate dips, especially later in the game if you have a large cult gathering or some intense combat sequences, but now they've been smoothed out, making it feel much more polished in my opinion. I can't talk for console because I don't have it on a console, but on my PC the game runs efficiently. And I have what would be considered as a mid-range PC. But I've read online that the console versions, particularly the Switch, have received updates improving the load times and fixing some prior issues like occasionally crashing. And with the upcoming Switch 2 on the horizon, fans are obviously curious if the game will receive enhancements to take advantage of the new hardware. So overall, it feels way more refined than it did on launch. And it runs smoother and more reliable across the platforms. The roguelike and management sim genres have grown significantly since Cult of the Lamb launched, with new contenders constantly emerging. Games like Hades 2 are pushing the boundaries of roguelike combat, while management sims such as Against the Storm and Roots of Pasha offer deep and engaging systems. But still, Cult of the Lamb manages to stand out thanks to its unique blend of genres and darkly charming aesthetic. Not a lot of games successfully merge action-packed dungeon crawling with in-depth cult management in the same way as this one. While newer games may offer more polished mechanics in one area or another, Cult of the Lamb remains one of the few games that balance both elements seamlessly. So the game still remains relevant in an increasingly competitive market. For players who love quirky, unsettling yet oddly adorable experiences, it still holds a unique place in the genre. As of today, Cult of the Lamb remains a fantastic value, especially considering the amount of content and the sheer replayability it offers. While the game's base price hasn't seen a significant increase, it frequently goes on sale on platforms like Steam for $11.50, which makes it an even better deal for players on a budget. And with the addition of DLC and various updates, the game continues to grow, which in my opinion justifies this price. So, in conclusion, Cult of the Lamb continues to be a standout game in 2025. It offers a unique blend of roguelike and management sim, and with a steady stream of updates, an engaging story, and ever-expanding gameplay, it has proven to be more than just a passing trend. Its value remains pretty strong, particularly with frequent sales and bundles. So, in my opinion, it's still worth buying in 2025.